my unpopular opinion this week, I'm just going to kick it off right off the bat, is that this hating on woke culture is getting a little tired.
Hating on woke culture?
Yes.
Woke culture?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Is that this whole concept of woke culture is like destroying.
Are you joining my?
No.
Going over here, the
I'm gonna get to that in a
SJWs
second.
would love another fucking
I'm gonna
member,
get to that in a
bud.
second. I'm gonna get to that in a second. I don't think that hating on woke culture is doing any service to anybody. This idea that like somehow people should not voice their opinion on things, and by the own principle of conservatives who are typically against the woke culture thing, saying the free market shouldn't dictate how like what happens at businesses is hilarious to me. Okay, I'm pretty conservative by all metrics. Okay, and I believe that woke culture has a place. Right, the canceling thing I think does have a place. I'm not saying that we need to cancel everybody who says something, a little bit controversial or whatever. However, I don't think the government should be making those calls either.
No.
So then who makes the calls?
The CEO of Twitter.
The people make the calls, right?
Zuckerberg.
So
Yeah, he's right though.
Just being honest.
who's a person and like a business, as far as I'm concerned, can make that call.
Oh, you want to like nominate
No.
like just a good-hearted American? Oh, doesn't
No,
have to
no,
be
no.
American. Just
Well, no, they
person
hire
on the planet.
a team of programmers.
I have a couple
who-
nominations right now.
I know a guy from Kentucky.
Born and raised, want to fight about it, and then also I would say Dolly Parton, 100%. She gets to make the decisions.
What I'm saying,
I would give a lot of my decision-making power to Dolly Parton.
Thank
Rock
you.
and roll,
I'm
rock and
not
roll
kidding.
Hall of Fame
I'm
member.
not kidding.
I
You
believe
can fucking vote for me, Dolly Parton, if you're listening. I'll give you my fucking socials right now.
I just there are some people that should be canceled. That's just like Harvey Weinstein. That guy's got to go. Okay, Kanye West for the
Gotta
shit that
go.
he
I
said.
mean, he's in prison. He's done.
Let's shut it. Let's shut it down. Let's
You gotta arrest
right?
Kanye West? Are you trying to say?
No, and then
You heard it
Richard,
here first.
Richard Spencer, someone like him. Okay,
Oh no,
Let's-
what's wrong with Dickie Spence?
Dickie Spence. Okay, so
Once you just get like straight racist on a big platform
And he's just
in
misunderstood.
front of
all right?
everybody.
No,
What-
yeah, he's
Just saying, like, there's broad parameter, or there's very like specific things that, like, if you do this, this is what's gonna happen.
exactly, ramifications need to be had.
Like,
right?
if you touch
If
the
people come
stove,
out-
your hand's gonna get burned.
Exactly.
It's just how it is.
I'm not saying we shouldn't let them debate on stages and we shouldn't have discourse about them.
Or
about
have
it with them.
parties in Charlottesville or whatever.
But all I'm saying,
One more of those and I'm muting your mic.
Yeah, I was
thank
saying
you,
this.
Chris. Thank you.
And I'm sitting next to Billy. He's making me real uncomfortable, y'all.
Yeah.
Richard Spencer's a fucking is Satan. Is that your unpopular opinion?
No, man. My unpopular opinion is that societies should be allowed to call out what they don't agree with and then shut it down. That's how, to me, that's how free markets work.
That's your unpopular opinion?
Yes, that's my unpopular
Is
opinion.
that society should cancel people?
Just that the idea of hating on people that are woke, quote unquote, or that are trying to like cancel things, like hating on it is just getting a little tired to me. Like people are talking about it constantly. It's like this whole woke culture, this whole canceling thing. It's like I'm not on board with it either. But at the same time, it's like if we as a society decide that somebody shouldn't have a voice because it's dangerous, and they shouldn't have a platform because their voice is dangerous, and we don't want them to compete anymore in our markets, that's totally reasonable. I don't see what the problem is with that. You know what I mean?
It's capitalism in a sense.
Exactly.
People are going to spend their money where they want to spend it.
Exactly.
If
I'm
you
still
do the
trying
best
to-
at making them spend their money at your place, then good on you.
Exactly.
I'm still trying to digest this. So you're saying your
I
unpopular
think you're the
opinion.
only person having a hard time with what I'm saying.
I
right
am
now.
because I don't understand how you think this is unpopular because you make fun of me all the time
Yeah, I
with this.
do.
Your unpopular opinion is that you think that woke culture is a good thing.
I think that it has its place. Yes.
So the only people who don't think that's a good thing are the same people who were having a party at the Capitol and think
no,
that
I
Donald
disagree
Trump
with
didn't
that.
win the election.
No, man. I listen to a lot of podcasts with comedians, and they all hate on it too.
Yeah.
I mean, like people hate on this woke culture thing. Like
Well,
it's-
half those guys got canceled
Yeah,
for
sure.
one joke or two jokes.
Yeah, and that's to me irrational. But as a society, if we believe, or for them being totally misrepresented too, right? But like as a society, if we're looking at the facts of what's actually happening, and we're deciding that somebody should not be allowed to compete anymore because their platforms are dangerous or their voices are dangerous to have a platform, then that's on us as a society to make that decision. Like, because it falls in somebody's hands at some point. If it's not us, it's the government. I'd much rather the people have that voice than the government deciding that you don't get to say this or say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Better than the algorithm.
Thank you for
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for saying that.
I just
My heart is beaming right now.
it's funny how you're dismissing it as like not an unpopular opinion. It's very unpopular
No.
to say that woke culture is like okay right
has
now.
a place and time.
It's
Yeah.
not, Tony, and we'll welcome you into our fold.
You're so. Anyways,
My unpopular opinion this week is I really love Fran Drescher's voice.
okay.
I love it, 100%.
Cool.
I love the Yankee accent. I got a Yankee girlfriend now from New Jersey.
Who doesn't sound like that?
No, and I do love her, but like every now and then, I'm like,
Yeah, can you put that
come on,
voice on
come
a little
on, put
bit?
it on
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll catch her doing some good
Is that
stuff.
the role play stuff that you guys do?
Yeah,
She's like
just
Fran
ask her if
Drescher.
how if she told her boss's daughter to go buy a pot of coffee on the corner for a quarter. We can all say that here.
She throws
We're
a
from the
pinky ring
South.
on and puts that accent on you.
She can't say that,
Yeah.
but I love making her say it. Anyways, yeah, Fran Drescher, 100%.
Cool.
First crush, without a doubt, and I love her voice.
Okay,
Right on.
cool.
Nothing. That's where we're at.
It's like
We gotta be serious now.
I don't know.
No,
That's
we gotta get back into it.
That's a popular opinion, actually.
You think so?
I think
I
so.
mean, she got extremely famous off that voice.
Yeah, but I really like it a lot. Everybody says it's so annoying.
Unpopular opinion, Ben.
I know you got one just off rip. It can literally. He has told you Fran Drescher's voice is great, so it can be literally anything.
Really?
And you know this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. My unpopular opinion would be.
Stainless steel frets are
I
better
got.
than.
Well, I was gonna say I can give you some of that. No, my unpopular opinion is that we've got an unhealthy addiction to sports figures. I think we got a really unhealthy relationship with.
Barkley had the best quote about that.
with
I'm not
sports figures.
I'm not a role model.
No, he's not. He never won a championship. That's
And
damn
I,
right.
I think we put way too much emphasis on that stuff.
Well-
and I think to a certain point where it becomes unhealthy. Like I think we let that inform and influence a lot of what we think
Is awesome.
capability is, or worth is, or exceptionalism is, instead of other values that I think we could put in a higher regard and probably touch and inspire more people. Not that, and that's not to say that just like a musician, right? Someone who works very hard to become an amazing sports player or athlete of any kind, right? It isn't totally deserving of the
Admiration.
admiration.
You're
of
killing Billy
people.
right now.
But I think that there is so many other things that as a culture, right, we could prioritize, not at the expense of athleticism or dedication or the things that it takes to be a great athlete. But if we could take those elements of what it takes to be a great athlete and prioritize those things. So if athleticism is not a path for you, or just like if maybe being a great rapper, right, is not a path for you, that you can take the principles of the things that made that success and apply them to whatever path you're on. Like I think the approach is wrong. So maybe that's what it is.
What is it about the admiration of great athletes that you think is not about those things?
It points to an end game. It doesn't point to the process, right? It doesn't emphasize the building blocks. It emphasizes just a result, at least the way that I feel like I see it presented most often.
Are you a fan of sports?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
That's an interesting perspective
Yes.
because I'm not.
I love hockey. I think football's pretty cool. I like baseball. I played sports. I was a long distance runner. I'm in love with surfing.
Okay.
As part of like what my lifestyle is.
Yeah.
So I totally get it. But what I appreciate from having done those sports and really being into that
Is the
stuff
journey.
and not just the journey, all the different qualities that you build in that journey that I think when you look at like, I want to be a super athlete or whatever, right? It's kind of like the end game, like the fruits of that labor, right? And I just think, look, there's a lot of people that maybe don't get the best juice from their squeeze because they're looking at what other people's end results are opposed to the things that help lead to that. And I feel like there's a lot to be learned there.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, for sure.
Like-
And that's not a slight against anybody in professional sports. I'm just picking on that because it's such a. I don't want to go back to like media and music stars and blah 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 because we've kind of been there for a while in this space. But I think sports is another area where if we could emphasize some of those qualities, like I really love seeing like when they do in the different and I think every league has like a variation of it, right? But it's like the person of the year, like what is it, Walter Payton or something, man of the year or whatever.
Man of
Yeah.
the year. Yeah.
Right, where they show like the outreach and the different things that this person has done that makes them awesome outside of whatever their abilities in sport. I love that. I'd love to see like more of that because I think it would give better credit to those players themselves as well, right? About what really credits their journey, right? I'd like to see more celebration of that.
It's brainwashing a bunch of young kids to be results oriented, and that's a trap. You should be process oriented, because if you just fine tune your process, then the results are going to come.
And it could be anything.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
But you can't be results oriented. Results oriented is just a dead end. You have to be process oriented.
Aren't goals like indicative of the process though?
Right. But what I mean is like you can't wake up every day and go, I'm not going to have a good day if I don't win, because life's going to kick you in the head every single day, no matter what. Anyways,
That's what you're saying.
If you try to make the process better every day, then eventually, if you get really good at building a table, you're going to build a sweet table one day.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing we were talking about earlier, where it's like, I'm personally trying to make the process of me playing music better, because I know that my little wedge into the pie is going to make it better. And I like us because I'm in a group like that. And I think that's the best way to do it. It's just my opinion, but it's like whatever. And I've heard a lot of people smarter than me that say it's like, it's about the process. It's the 10,000 hours.
Right.
It's not I want this, and I'm not going to be happy, and I'm not going to do anything until I have this. Well, what if you don't ever have that? What if you get to almost touching it, and then you get in a whatever happens, something
Which is what
unfortunate.
most people do. You know
Right.
What I mean?
Most people, everybody that we're talking about, pro athletes, it's like half of the 1%. You know how many people are in the NFL?
Yeah,
You know how many
not even
people
close.
want to be in the NFL?
Yeah.
If some of those other attributes were emphasized, they would find that same sense of self-worth maybe more readily available to bring it into their sense of being and apply themselves in a different way. And I feel like that would be a really cool space to see. So not that it takes away from any of these traditional things that we have, culturally looked up to. That's not the point that I'm trying to emphasize here. I'm saying if we could take truly those attributes and spread the application of them around, we would probably reach a lot more people to find fulfillment and to be the best version of themselves that they can.
Where are you at, Aaron?
Take money out of politics.
That's pretty popular.
That's popular.
That's
think-
popular.
I would be
I don't
running
know.
at the gate, man. I'd be running at the gate.
I don't know many conservatives or liberals that would argue that point actually.
Oh, it's just, I don't know. That's the only thing I've been thinking about, because it's just like, I feel like we're just shooting ourselves.
No, you
in the
know
foot.
what? I'm gonna push back on this and say we need more money in politics.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, come on and help us out. Give a contrast.
Yeah.
No, we need more. We need
You
more.
know what?
We need
I think we need to
more.
put sports and politics together and have like teams.
You know what?
Yeah,
I
you know
love
what I
this
mean?
idea.
I heard there's two.
Yeah, well, no, but I'm saying like
Popular
we can
one.
have two
Stuff,
conferences without a doubt.
Yeah.
But like we need some fucking divisions in
No,
between.
I agree. You know what? Furthermore, I think that that if you want to be president of the United States, you gotta battle it out
Yeah.
in a fucking
Gladiator
Oh
style.
my
gladiator
gosh,
style,
you get a gladiator pit. Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck
man.
yeah.
Well, that's about
see
what it's
that.
come down to.
Are you
And
not
I'm-
entertained? 100%. Let's go.
And I'm saying, like, honestly, like you get the way that you get training for that, and like
Sure.
you can really like is that you raise
The-
funds,
the NBA.
right? You raise funds.
Oh,
with-
no,
so
you
as we
train. Oh,
keep
sorry.
money-
You train later. You train later.
Yeah.
I was piggybacking on it for Ben's.
we raise funds,
Yeah.
right, in order to like as many funds as you can,
Yeah.
as much of the monies as you can.
They fight in space.
Well, you,
I think fighting space. Now I like where this is going.
Because now we're gonna raise money for the actual arena.
You do like
Where does
Marvel.
it happen?
Yeah.
Does it happen in America?
fucking
do we do it in China or do
no,
we do
the
it
only
on the
place,
moon?
the only
No.
impartial place it could happen is the International Space Station.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, ISS. 100%.
Or because no one owns Mars yet. Right?
That's
We could do
true.
Mars.
Well, I heard Elon
in
Musk
school
does, so-
suspension
Elon
is
Musk,
what was
yeah.
popping in my
Nice.
head.
First person to get
So-
there gets it. I'm pretty
All
sure.
right, so whoever raises the most money and wins gladiator battle is who becomes the president
No,
of, the,
because
of
that's-
the world, really.
Well, what do you
Fuck
mean?
it.
Well, what are
That's-
the rules? Hang on, and like we are like totally just destroying your opinion. But what's the rules of the fucking battle?
No rules.
No,
You literally,
there's got to be rules.
You can literally take fucking.
There's rules in
like
fucking
a slab
warfare.
of cash and you just smack it across their face.
So we're
You just-
talking chemical warfare in this battle.
Yeah, whatever you want.
That's insane.
If you can raise the funds to afford chemicals, then why
it's
not?
not expensive.
I'm saying,
You know, they
like,
used to do that, right?
Hand to hand with weapons, and
Yeah,
there's
that's what
like
I'm trying to say.
tigers, just like Gladiator and stuff.
Yeah, if that's all you can- if that-
that's
you
my
know-
favorite fight. in
If
that
that's
movie.
all that you can afford, then yes, that's what you get.
I heard they used to do that, dude. I saw it in Hamilton.
I think it should be like
All right, saw it in Hamilton, bro.
What
Just
and,
lined up and blasted each other.
and there is no more accurate representation of history than Hamilton.
I think
I mean,
it's-
that's what I heard. I heard it's pretty ironclad.
it should be something
Gettysburg
like out
was
of
like that.
They were all really good singers and dancers. It was sick.
Yeah, they were all black too. While we're at
It was just great singers and dancers, and they just blasted each other.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine dueling? Like, that was such a legit thing.
It
You're
was
like,
legit
Anton,
thing.
I don't like your opinion.
Yeah,
That sucks.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, really?
a duel.
You're like, duel me then, bro.
that legit is how it happened. But
And I'm like, okay.
And I-
you pick the way, and then you're like, oh, can
And
you
I-
imagine?
and
I mean, geez.
I,
No,
you know,
It
I
sucks
can,
about all
but-
these laws we have now. It's fucking
you know what? No, Ben.
garbage.
I can imagine, and I'll tell you further. I think that's what we should be doing right now.
No.
I think that we need
you
to
want to
raise.
bring dueling back?
Yo, yes.
That was the original cancel,
if,
bro.
If you,
This is the original cancel was the duel.